Yuck. Ask anyone who's been outside, and that's what you'll probably hear. Let me just give you one fact that pretty much sums it up today. It's April 4th, and we tied for record snow. Yes, snow. So meteorologist Grant Gilmore, how long is this going to stick around?
Let's hope not for much longer, right? I mean,
in case you need more proof that today was more like winter than spring, this was right here in Greensboro. The sleet accumulated in some areas. Some people even saw a few snowflakes. And this is from Roanoke, Virginia. Take a look at the sleet on this road. We got a lot of pictures from around the Triad, too, of everything from snow to sleet. This one is from Nick Dattero in Rockingham County. That's sleet on his rooftop. And here's one of snow, right? Snow from Jane Bullock in Glade Valley, North Carolina. But it wasn't all ugly. This is a spring Easter lily in Winston-Salem from Dave Combs. You can get the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere on our WFMY News 2 iPad app. Take it with you. Just search WFMY in the iTunes store. And don't forget to send us your weather pictures. Just post them on our WFMY News 2 Facebook page or email them to myphotos@WFMY.com. The manhunt is still on, even though investigators say they've got nothing. Remember these guys, Jose Hernandez and Jose Idel Cid? The duo escaped from the High Point jail nearly 3 weeks ago. The sheriff's office has offered a $5,000 reward, but they don't have any leads. At this point, they believe they've left our area. But today, WFMY News 2's Liz Crawford discovered something else is standing in the way of this manhunt, Liz.
Well, Lauren, there's a chance this escape is not top priority for federal agencies.
Thanks, Liz. The sheriff's biggest priority is getting new windows. The inmates escape through their cell window, and the sheriff would like to see new windows in the jail by the end of this month. Remember the new $100 million jail in Guilford County? Well, 2 of its floors are closed tonight because of a lack of funding. The jail can't pay staff to keep the floors open. The jail opened last year with about 1,000 beds. The old jail had 400 beds. The jail director says she's lost 41 of the 96 detention officers for reasons including the stress of the job. The jail is supposed to offer enough room for the county to house inmates until 2025. 2 months after a heart attack, Alamance County Sheriff Terry Johnson is back at work. Randy Jones with the sheriff's office told us Sheriff Johnson has been cleared by his doctors to drive, and he's back to working partial days in the office. Johnson had a heart attack on February 3rd and bypass surgery while he was in the hospital. The money keeps adding up. Tonight, the Guilford County Commissioners approved $400,000 in incentives for Timco to expand their operations at PTI Airport. Timco plans to invest $32 million into their expansion project. They're considering Greensboro and 5 other locations. Last night, the Greensboro City Council approved another $400,000 in incentives. If you add it up, $800,000 total in incentives from your tax dollars. More than 5,000 people found out today their personal information could be at risk. This after a break-in at hospice and palliative care of Alamance Caswell in February. The hospice reported a break-in at the main office building. The suspects stole items from the office and left behind about $60,000 worth of damage. During the break-in, the suspects had access to the rooms with paper, medical, and billing records. Investigators say they don't have any evidence the records were viewed, but they still had to notify the victims of the possible security breach. New information concerning the recent problems at an apartment complex in Greensboro. Back in December, the city decided it was time to crack down on Heritage House. So inspectors got to work going into all of the 177 units on Meadowview Road. We learned 129 of the apartments are up to code. Inspectors were back at it today, though, after the city found out that the inspections done at the beginning of the year were never put into the computer system, which means they had to do more paperwork to confirm inspections actually took place. Now the city is backtracking to verify the issues were fixed.
I was disappointed because the Heritage House was such a sensitive topic, and that, the inspections were done, but they were not entered into the computer on a timely basis. Mm-hmm. And when there are paperwork problems like that, it really makes you question the validity of the results.
The Heritage House is under the microscope right now because last year police responded to more than 1,000 calls at the complex, from fights to robberies to vandalism. There was also a murder. The owners of the units that did not pass inspection have until early May to get things fixed. Well, to pray or not to pray? That's the question for commissioners at public meetings around the state. We told you about the proposal to create a state religion so that prayer at meetings can't be blocked. Now, one church in Rowan County is taking money that they're going to use to fight for prayer at meetings, and they're spending it on advertising. This is the first of several billboards, and the advertising efforts are getting a lot of support from the community.
My wife and I can't hardly eat in town, in the county or whatever. We're going into different places to eat, and people I've never met before in my life are just walking up saying thank you.
The church's pastor says this is just the beginning. They plan to buy more billboard space and possibly make T-shirts. North Carolina's top leader did block the bill to allow the state to make laws about religion. One of the sponsors said it was only intended to let Rowan County have prayers at meetings, not declare a state religion. Getting to work, getting to school, getting to appointments, a car can make a big difference in anyone's life. And today, photojournalist Eric Arndt met the people who got that leg up from Try Goodwill.
Today we're going to award vehicles to 3 individuals.
It feels really good to know that we have something, of our own to go on.
A pretty awesome gift. Well, participants had to be employed to be a candidate to get the car. Goodwill helped more than 2,000 people in North Carolina find jobs last year. You can join us in helping those in need tomorrow and Saturday. WFMY News 2's Food to Families is working to restock shelves at Greensboro Urban Ministry. 50 volunteers with Leadership Greensboro Seniors will collect non-perishable items at grocery stores. Tomorrow, volunteers will be at Best Way, Harris Teeter, and Whole Foods stores. For more information about needed items, go to digtriad.com. Last fall, more than 9,000 families got food assistance from Greensboro Urban Ministry. What would it take for you to give up your phone? Well, Facebook is hoping making it easier to be social will beat out your other smartphone options. What you'll get if you make the change. And hold on, before you make this weekend's dinner plans, there are some restaurants you'll want to watch out for in this week's restaurant report card.